the speaker knockers.
First time on the track. I'll push you back. I said first time on the track.
Be at all fun.
I gotcha. It would not be at all fun. What were you talking about, Henry? What were you talking about there? It would not be.
What was I talking about?
Yeah, you said it would not be fun at all.
I was talking about
Raising 2 children.
yeah. That would not be fun at all.
Yeah, being with, instead of your friends, being with your family on Thanksgiving. No, but this is that episode.
This is the Thanksgiving episode, which will not be released on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was recorded on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
released 2 weeks from now. But yeah, Friendsgiving for you, as we've established in the last 3 episodes. Good.
Yes, indeed.
Have you decided what you're bringing?
I'm not bringing anything tonight. No, I had one last night as well. Yes,
Jeez.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah, I'm very popular. So, no, yeah, we had one last night, and that one I brought a pecan pie.
Oh, those are good. Those are really
yeah, no,
good.
I'm a big fan. Yeah,
I've only had one pecan pie, but it changed the course of my life.
Yeah, I mean, as it should.
Yeah, I never ate it again, but I really like it.
You remember?
I do remember.
When was this?
Elementary school, I think.
Whoa.
I think. I don't have good memory. I just remember the pie.
Hey, you know?
It was so powerful, it made me forget all of the context around the pie.
Yeah.
All that existed in that moment was the pie.
It's one of those scenes in a movie where it's just like everything goes black and there's a spotlight on you and the pie.
That's exactly correct.
There was no space, there was no time.
Turns out it was my breath. Store bought or did you make it?
What?
Store bought or did you make it?
Oh, I made it.
Did you actually?
I really did. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I really.
Where do you even find pecans?
You know, the store.
Mm.
It seems sketchy. No, I got them at the grocery store.
Tell us how much butter and sugar was required.
Too much. So it's a really simple recipe. It's on the you get like I got like one of those like pre-made pie crusts because I don't make my own pie crust. But I got one of those, and then you put in a cup of corn syrup, 3 eggs, 2 tablespoons of butter.
Did you say a cup of corn syrup?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. And then also a cup of sugar.
I wonder why it tastes so good.
Yeah, no, that would be it.
It's just the drug sugar.
And then a little vanilla extract. And
that's the kicker. That's always the kicker.
It's always the kicker. Yeah. They say like, you put in like, like a teaspoon, and I'm like, please. I put in more than that because I like vanilla extract.
2 teaspoons.
Yeah, it was that.
Going crazy.
Yeah. And then some pecans, and you mix it all together and pour it in the pie crust and put it in the oven at 350 for an hour, and you're done.
You're finished.
You're finished. I've completed you.
Game over.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Because you just said the recipe for a pecan pie. No, I have a question that I think would be interesting. Hold on, let me blow my nose first. Okay.
Back. All right.
We're back. It's been
Post
4
nose blow.
years. That would be fun if we started an episode one day, paused it, and then came back 4 days later.
That would be cool. We just have like completely different facial hair.
Yeah. We switched faces and opinions. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the time Alex told me this once, where he was doing calculus homework at night one time, and he like couldn't do this one problem, and he fell asleep, and then he dreamt the answer. Like he was in a dream where the answer came to him and it was correct. So
That's
active versus passive thinking. Give it up.
I was going to say God. No, that's awesome. Yeah. No, I mean
good
that's
for
such
him.
Yeah.
He literally didn't do it.
No, that's I mean I haven't had that sort of thing where you get it like when you sleep, but my dad has always said, specifically with crossword puzzles, but I think it applies to like anything. Like when you get stuck on something, give it like 30 minutes and then come back to it. It is amazing how much easier your brain like gets it after that, after you give it some time to marinate in the old back of the head.
That's so true. And I want to come back to crossword puzzles because that's a recent fascination. But I was going to ask,
yes,
if you had, I might have asked this before, or it might have been asked before between the two of us.
Okay.
If you were to have a famous dish, like Henry's famous, what would you want it to be?
Ooh. Oh. Does it have to be like a food that already has a name?
Like what?
Like,
Spam
lasagna or something.
Yeah, I think it can be whatever you want. Like Amelia's dad has Amelia's dad's famous pasta. So like you can, but it's like a specific thing,
Yeah.
Because it's like, would you want a pie to be your thing, like Henry's famous pie, pecan pie?
Sure.
No, that's not enough enthusiasm. You gotta.
Yeah. No, I think I don't know. I feel like I'd want it to be like something that is relatively healthy, like Henry's famous like. Not salad. No, that sounds so boring.
Henry's famous.
Yeah, it's a famous salad.
Yeah, he combines croutons and a sauce.
What
about fruit salad? I could see myself having a good fruit salad, like something
nice.
You've never seen before, like pomegranates mixed with mangoes, mixed with chia seeds, mixed with human remains.
The classic. The classic
fruits.
4 ingredient.
Yeah,
fruit salad.
The core 4.
Yeah.
You can think on it. Maybe let's re-answer at the end of the episode if we remember.
Give me 30 minutes and I'll get it. It'll be easier.
Speaking of, crosswords are amazing.
So much fun.
It's so much fun. And what's nice is that, so I'm a relative beginner. Never really done many crosswords, but online you're able to sort of ease into it. It's harder to do like a really good New York Times first time in the newspaper because man, you got to be confident in your words. But like online you can have a setting where it like shows you where the wrong letters are. You're able to dip your toes. Are you a crossword boy?
I am not so much when I am here in Bloomington. Like I'll do them on my phone every once in a while. Like I'll do like the New York Times has like mini crosswords every day that I do. But no, when I'm at home on breaks, I do like they have one in the Washington Post every day, and I do them most days. I'm a big fan.
How long does it take you?
I mean, it depends. They're really easy on like Monday through Wednesday, and then like Thursday through Saturday they get hard. Saturday I like stopped doing because it was like this is too
Yeah.
hard. Like
My
I
knees
give
buckled.
yeah, yeah. You've bested me again. But and then Sunday is like easier but bigger. There's like 100 clues.
Like Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's bigger on Sunday. So yeah, so the short answer is I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
like half an hour for like the Monday, Wednesday ones, and
Okay,
then
that's what I was thinking. Half an
yeah,
hour to an hour.
and then Sunday I just sort of do like periodically throughout the day. I'll pick it up and then do
Yeah.
some stuff and
Do it for 5 seconds, 30
Yeah.
times an hour.
yeah. I'm just pacing my room for a good 5 minutes, and I'm like,
Like
okay,
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go do something else.
and we're back. Yeah.
I barely
Yeah.
got through one clue. Yeah, it's interesting because it unlocks parts of my brain that I've forgotten about. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like Have you seen Slumdog Millionaire?
I have not.
So the concept of the movie, and I use this a lot. It's like it's a Slumdog Millionaire situation, but the movie is where this kid in the slums of India is trying to look for, I've forgotten some of this, is looking for a girl, a woman that he likes. And he figures that the best way to do so, because they were separated at one point, whatever, and the best way to find her is to go on the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And so he goes on the show, and every question in the show is something that specifically relates to him from his past. So he knows all of the answers to the questions, but because of very specific things that have happened to him. And so we sort of see his life through these flashbacks as each question is asked, because it replays a part of his life where he knows the answer.
That's really interesting. That is not at all what I thought Slumdog Millionaire is, but that's a really cool plot.
Yeah, so it's like, and now it makes sense, right? Slum.
Yeah.
I don't know where they got dog, but
right.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, it's doing the crossword is kind of like Slumdog Millionaire, where it's like, oh
yeah,
flashback.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Like it's one of those things where it's like, I could not, if someone told me like, think of the stuff, I'm like, all of a sudden
recipe to pecan pie.
But if there's those specific prompts, I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember learning about this, or like there's just like some little thing in the back of my head that like sticks in there. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the capital of whatever, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and what's really fun is not so much getting like the easy ones that are there to help you get other ones. It's like getting those ones that you have some clues, but it's like you're not quite there, and then you finally put it together.
Yeah.
And then you can relax and drift off into nothingness.
Dreamy land. Oh, we went 2 different ways.
Yeah, I think I was talking about death, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I always like the ones that have like a theme, where like everything is like like the big across clues are like puns. I think those are very fun.
Is that where you get your jokes? You've actually been stealing NYT jokes your entire life.
I have nothing original. It all comes from Will Shorts.
What a life.
Yeah. That guy's insane.
He is. He's killed like 3 people yesterday, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
He's in a maximum security prison. Right?
Yeah, he's criminally insane.
I know him from. Guess where I know him from?
Is it How I Met Your Mother?
It's from How I Met Your Mother. Because he was in an episode.
He was, yeah.
Yeah. People that watch this who haven't seen How I Met Your Mother are missing a huge part of us.
That did shape a lot of us. Yeah, no, he's crazy though. He majored in cryptology.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, at Harvard, some place, maybe not Harvard, maybe UVA. I don't know.
Let's look it up. I have two screens now.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Will Short's college. Oh my God, he went to IU Bloomington.
What?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I think, yeah.
What?
No way. Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think
College degree.
he eventually graduated from Indiana University in 1974. Yeah, he got a BA.
Oh, enigmatology.
Oh
That's
my
what it was.
gosh. The study of puzzles.
What?
Do they
That's
actually
so
have
cool.
that at IU still?
Well, seeing as he's the only person known to hold that degree,
He's the only person?
that's what I just
Will Shorts
read.
is the only person to hold a degree in enigmatology. He probably, yeah, it was probably one of those things where he created it, you know, where it's like you can create your own major.
Yeah, I don't think that's just a thing in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he seems perfectly primed to be the crossword puzzle creator.
Yeah.
Like, anybody
Yeah, he
else
didn't
would
just
be
fall
like,
into that.
can I do it? They're like, we have Will Shorts. They're like, oh crap, he's still here.
He hasn't killed people yet and gone to prison. Yeah, he's amazing. And also I think like runs I don't know, he does some sort of physical activity as people do. But no, I feel like it's not like he runs marathons, but he like does something. I don't remember.
Yeah, he crawls them. But in like 6 hours, he's insane.
Yeah, he's just like
yeah, I have a 6-hour marathon time, but I'm on all fours.
yeah. I'm on my hands.
He's like, the true puzzle is the crawling marathon. The ultimate puzzle.
The true puzzle is I'm gonna kill someone.
Who am I gonna kill next? Oh god. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that I feel like that's like the Zodiac kind of.
Yeah. That would be such a good plot if he started putting the people he was gonna kill in the New York Times crossword. Come on.
Oh god.
How has nobody thought of that? How has he not done that yet?
Huh. 34 crosses, my next victim is blank.
Yeah. The theme for this one seems a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be so good though.
But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, puzzles and I feel like that would take a lot of mental energy because I don't know if I told you this, but chess grandmasters on like on game day, whatever they call the game day, like when the tournaments are happening.
Yeah, we got a double header.
yeah. This Sunday. They lose like 6,000 calories a day just by like just because they're focusing so hard.
That's amazing.
So I feel like puzzle creators could have just as much mental brain activity as chess grandmasters.
Probably. I mean, again, I don't know the specifics, but like he yeah, I mean that is the thing. Like the people that create them, there's so they do one in the Washington Post every day, and then there's also a specific one in the Washington Post magazine every Sunday.
That's like 8, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Crack
that puzzle.
Yeah. No, actually the Post, like the ones they put in the Post they actually take them from the LA Times, so they're not doing it. But
do they actually?
Yeah. I mean, they say it. It's like, this is the LA Times crossword, so I don't know.
Wow. Nice job, Bezos. More exploitation from Bezos. Give it up.
Give it up to Jeff. Yeah, but no, the Washington Post magazine one on Sundays. That's the one like my dad does.
Oh my gosh.
And
Big leagues.
it's so crazy. It's there's this guy named Evan Burkholtz who does them. And it's insane. Like, first of all, it's just like the clues are just hard in general, and it's a huge puzzle. And then there's also like meta clues where it's like it's like a whole thing separate from the crossword, and it's like if you look at the 6 longest clues in the main puzzle, find the letters that are circled, and those create a different word that relates to the theme from the original puzzle. It's like this whole it's this crazy thing. And so I will constantly hear my dad be like, how does he think of this stuff? And so like it is just amazing, like putting those together. I can't imagine.
I'm sure computers help.
Oh, that's true. There's like a Wired interview, I think, with some guy who does who makes crossword puzzles.
If it's not Will Shortz, I don't care. Does that person have a degree in enigmatology?
I'm Shortz or no dice. I'm all in on Shortz.
David's favorite Shorts. Famous Shorts.
David's famous Will Shortz. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want it to be a meal. I want it to be like my son. It's like Henry's famous child.
And it is Will Shortz.
It is Will Shortz. So anyway, yeah, no, I mean it's amazing what those guys do. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and those harder ones, I would just never approach to begin with. But you can certainly see the fun, right?
Oh,
like I'm sure your dad's not just like, oh, God.
Yeah, he just hates it every Sunday.
He's like, damn it, it's Sunday.
Yeah,
I wish I was at work with kids.
Evan Burkholtz.
Ruining my life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the interesting thing is, like, I wonder if as we get older, I wonder if they're going to be easier, not only because we do them more and like just get better at them, but because more of the clues are going to be about history that we have experienced, because that's the thing, that it'll be like 1974 best picture winner, and I'm like, I don't know, like I was not alive.
Yeah, Green Book.
So why did I know? Yeah. So like stuff like that, where if it's during our lifetime, it might be a little bit easier to know. So I just wonder.
Yeah, that is interesting, because I have thought about that too. And then I've also thought about what would we reference, like how much popular culture is like, I don't know, these interesting historical events.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in 30 years when we're doing the crossword. It's like famous TikToker that.
Right.
Charlie D'Amelio. 64
really
cross, it fits perfect.
Yeah. It's Will Shortz's next victim.
Oh, jeez.
No,
she's like the
really
7th most followed person in the world on Twitter or something.
I don't even know what that means at some point. Like,
big number followed.
Yeah, I guess. But like, okay. I don't know.
Doesn't that mean she's good? She's good, right?
I don't get it. I keep seeing these ads on YouTube for like, how they have like a freaking show on Hulu as like a family or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that, first of all, but it's like her sister, Dixie.
Oh yeah. I know what Dixie? You're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where she's like, I don't know how she got famous, and I'm like, how is this a fun family to be in? I feel like it's just so competitive, and it's like, who has more followers, who's influencing more. How are the parents happy? Just seems crazy.
Well, yeah, I saw a review of that show by this YouTuber named Drew Gooden.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
He had a very nuanced point where he's like, it's absolutely absurd that this person who got famous for not really contributing much, as well as her sister, just like skyrocketed in popularity, had no time to adjust, so they're like all constantly adjusting. But then the parents have also started to rely on her for like their money. They got this huge house now and they need to like pay the mortgage, and so it's this like put all your eggs in one basket sort of absurdity. But then he's also like, it must suck to be her, because it's like she probably was just like, oh, I'm doing a fun dance, and now her family's well-being depends on her doing all this stuff. So now they have a showcase. It seems kind of dystopian, but whatever. That's the world we live in. Speaking of Hulu, I'm gonna get it. I have to get it. Did you see what their deal is for Black Friday?
No.
99 cents a month for a year.
Whoa, that's like less than $12.
Yeah, it's like 12. Like I'll spend that on a hat. You know, it's like it's like I'll watch a show.
Great. Yeah.
So, how are you consuming this Thanksgiving?
We need. That's what we need. We need to get a show on Hulu.
Yeah, you and I.
You and me.
We don't live together. It's just our podcast.
Yeah. It's nothing besides these Zoom recordings.
And then every now and then a sketch.
Yeah. We could make it work.
We could make it work.
We couldn't.
You don't think so? Even if we had a budget, you don't think we could be creative enough to make a show?
I think we could, but I don't think I could like be in it. No, sorry, that's not what I mean. Like I could do this part, obviously, hopefully, but I'm just talking about like I could not do like sketches. I feel like you and I could write them and then have you and other people in them. But like,
why me? I actually kind of agree with you on this. I'm not.
All right. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking back to like the video that you made in high school where it was like the tissue. Socialism. Yeah. No, like stuff like that. Like I feel like you are.
That was Eric.
That was Eric.
That was Eric. I guess I look like Eric.
I'm so sorry. You were in that though, right?
No, Cooper was. I don't think I was in that.
You weren't even a part of that?
No, I filmed and edited it, so.
Oh, all right. Well,
I guess you must have sensed my presence in the editing.
Exactly what it was. Yeah.
I have such a signature style. It literally felt like I was in the thing.
Yeah.
The world I created was just too me to not think of it.
The next Hitchcock. Well, anyway, but yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I can't, it's not even just like I can't act. It's like, I don't feel like I can express emotions well.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like
on cue, I guess.
Like, I mean, but Seinfeld didn't either. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Seinfeld's not the show, the guy, but the guy in the show, right. Who's Seinfeld. He was like, panned for not being a good actor at all because he breaks sometimes and he sort of delivers a lot of the stuff the same, but it was still like the #1 show on television for however many years. But yeah, I guess I could be the Seinfeld, you could be the Larry David.
That's the dream.
Carl Quested plays you. No, we get George Alexander to play you.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
That would be perfect. We would be sad.
Yeah.
No, what did I say?
George, but that's the guy.
I'm so dumb for doing that. You're
not. I was the one who literally thought Eric was you in that thing. Remember when Mr. Rice called him Clark? That was the craziest thing.
Didn't we not stop calling him Clark for a while after that?
I mean, That would be logical. Sounds
Yeah,
like us.
you have to, right?
Yeah, that's just what friends are for.
Clark. Was it then in like junior year too?
It's like
Or something?
sophomore year, I think. But yeah, they
Even
were
after a
getting ready
year.
for the Europe trip, and it's like Clark, and it's like my name's Eric. He's like, you know me for 2 years. It's like your name's not Clark. It's like, yeah. It's like, is your middle name Clark?
One
And he's
of
like,
the friends
no.
of his stepson. God,
Yeah,
that's so funny.
it's funny, but also like so rude, like incredibly insensitive. But whatever.
Yeah. Do you think that teachers should be able to remember all their students' names?
I think it is. I think it's something that I think it's something they should work on. I don't think they should know like the first day, obviously, but and I know that some people are better at remembering names than others. Um, but I don't know, especially if it's like 2 years, and it was like Eric, like he's like an actual part of the band. It wasn't like my mom is forcing me to do this, and so I'm gonna sit here and not participate. Like he was like doing stuff.
Hmm.
Um, so I feel like in that sense, like he's in marching band and jazz band, and all the things. Like he was. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've always had like when I thought I may have been like a high school teacher or something, I thought it would
Yeah.
be so much fun to memorize all the students' names before class. I'd be like,
Yeah.
like, what's up, Janet? Just like know all their names immediately.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's take roll call. Just kidding. I know all of you. Jason isn't here.
That'd be good. I still like the idea you had about you could transfer this to the classroom. The idea you had about your college roommate thing where you go on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
You want to explain that?
Yeah,
was
so
good.
before college, I thought it would be funny to like research whoever my college roommate would be and then find out some person close to them, like their grandma or something, and then make like a fat head of that person and then put it on my side of the dorm room when I showed up.
It'd be so great. Just do like a movie poster of like where there's like a bunch of heads, but it's all the kids' parents.
Yeah. It's stepbrothers, but it's both of his grandpas. Yeah. It's like, yeah, that would be fun.
That's classic. That'd be fun.
What are your opinions on Thanksgiving?
I mean, I don't I have nothing controversial. I think it's nice. I think it is I think it's an important sentiment, but as with a lot of holidays that like celebrate, those sort of feelings of like, gratitude or closeness or family or all this sort of stuff, I feel like it should be more of a consistent, thing throughout the year, especially with the idea of gratitude. Not only because it's like, the vast majority of people have a lot to be grateful for, but also because it's really healthy. And it is one of the things that I try and like practice a lot. Does that answer your question? No,
Yeah,
I think
I was
I
going to
know,
go in a
I
different
like
direction with it, but yes,
Yeah.
that's very good. I mean, yeah, so there's those sentiments with Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
The weird thing I feel about Thanksgiving is like the history,
Oh, yeah.
because it's like,
It's not real. Do you know this?
yeah, it's not real. And
Yeah.
then, so, I mean, yeah, you explain why it's not real.
So I learned this from one of my poli sci professors just this semester. Like the first Thanksgiving, that idea is like completely a myth.
Mhm.
Like it's basically like that did not happen. It was basically sort of created, like the story was created by combining various Thanksgivings, like that weren't, I mean, they weren't even Thanksgivings at the time, but
Mhm.
various meals that the pilgrims had sometimes with the Native Americans and sometimes not. And then they just like completely made up this myth that everyone freaking taught us in school
Yeah.
for so long. It's like, how about you literally just tell me the truth? It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hate America if you tell me that the Pilgrims didn't have this wonderful meal with all these gourds with Squanto.
I'm imagining like a second grader, like they're showing a video of that, like the Thanksgiving history, and he's like, lies! They're lies! They're lying to you. Why would you do this, Miss Jones?
That and with the
You've lied to me for the last time, Miss Jones.
She pulls out like a shield and it just has his grandmother's face.
He's like, that's kitschy.
Yeah, you got me. No, but I really do think like with the internet being accessible for people in second grade and with all the conspiracy theories, that is going to happen at some point. But anyway, yeah, people like learning about the moon landing, it's just going to be like there's going to be a whole outburst.
Yeah. Today, kids, we're going to learn about the Thanksgiving history. What about the moon landing? Is it fake? Do they really put 5G in my food so that they can follow me?
I'd be fine with that. They're not going to find anything. Like, I'm very boring. That's the thing. When everybody's like, you know, oh, they're watching you through their camera, and I'm like, I'm doing homework. Like, there's that wouldn't be fun for them.
Yeah. They're lost.
Right. Yeah.
I could use the company. Yeah.
Anyway.
It's nice knowing someone's watching.
Yeah.
Someone's watching over me.
Yeah, that's what George Gershwin wrote about. Someone to watch over me.
Yeah. The NSA. Yeah. But I was gonna say, like, even in the mythical thing, right, of Thanksgiving, it's like the Thanksgiving was because Native Americans helped these people and then they like reaped the harvest and ate it together. Right. But it's like we've obliterated the Native Americans. Right. They're totally dead. Yeah.
Afterward, yeah.
Yeah, they like 99% of them died immediately after.
That might not be true. There's competing information about
a lot of them died.
And a lot of them died. We killed a lot of them.
And then the ones we did allow to live, we put them in a way other place that's horrible.
Yeah. No, so it is pretty messed up. There's it's really kind of crazy. Yep. I got nothing. Yeah. So no, I mean, I think that is one of the things that like I think there's a lot of instances of this actually in American history specifically. I think there's a lot of instances of this where we have to separate the ideas from the people that promulgated them. Because, you know, it's the same thing that everybody's talking about with like monuments. It's like, yeah, we can still celebrate like George Washington's ideas without idolizing him as this perfect founding father sort of, ideal. And so I think the same thing goes for Thanksgiving, that like we should recognize what the actual history is, but the practice of giving thanks, being of service to others, you know, taking some time to spend with family and being grateful for all that we have is important, whether or not it comes from a place of, you know, murder or not. The ideas independently are still valuable. That's what I have to say. And
this is why I always say, once you restore material equality for all, then things stop becoming controversial. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if Native Americans had land to roam and do their traditional things on, or whatever, they had their material conditions restored, it would be totally fine to celebrate Thanksgiving now, because it's not rooted in a history that was necessarily worse for them, because now they live in a better place. Fight with me. Come on, let's do it. Yeah. Rope's coming.
First disagreement. Let's go for it. Fisticuffs. I always like that saying. I think it's fun.
That's a good one, yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
no, it's good.
No, yeah,
I always
no,
remember Martin Short and How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah, where he was the green guy, the green guy,
the green guy. What's gangrene? Anyway,
it's a tooth. It's a tooth thing. It's like
It
bad
is?
gangrene. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like an enamel tooth. It's a tooth.
Will Short's gangrene?
It's a dangerous and potentially fatal condition that happens when the blood flow to a large area of tissue is cut off. Oh, never mind. Let's look up images.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, let's not.
Oh no. Oh wow.
Mm.
Just oh man, things just
This
turned,
is some prime content.
Things just turned
us
black. Yeah.
being disturbed by gangrene. All right, sorry. What were we talking about?
I don't know. Let's stop disagreeing.
Yeah, it's already led to a bad place.
Yeah, we've already looked up gangrene and we're worse off. No, but disagree with me. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking like I think that that is true to an extent, that I think reparations for history will, by virtue, like that's what the name suggests, that it's meant to repair that relationship. But I also feel like people will still find things to be upset about even when all material conditions are met, or necessities are met. Like people are still going to be like, oh, the vaccine is so like there are still going to be controversies, just because people like controversies.
Yeah, my thinking is that I'm not trying to, reparations isn't necessarily the lines I was thinking of. It's not like within the capitalist system giving money from one place and making it better for another. It's just like from here on out organizing labor such that it tries to restore the inequalities, and then after all of those inequalities are met, just sort of providing equal necessities for all, and then et cetera, et cetera. And my thinking is that a lot of controversies stem not from just like personal disagreements with people. A lot of like larger controversies are like based around, even though it might not seem so on the surface, they're based on material inequality. Like people that get mad at immigrants aren't mad because they're immigrants. They're mad because they're poor and they think that other people are stealing their jobs. So if they had everything that they could ever possibly need and were able to spend a lot of time with their friends and family, they would be like immigrants.
That's really interesting.
Because like, why would you care if you had everything you needed or want with the least amount of labor possible?
Well, no, I mean, I think you're right. I think logically, why would you care? But with something as, something like political controversies like immigration, I feel like, part of it is also just politicians riling people up. Is that the right word?
Riling.
Right. But like riling people up so that they will support them. Like that's the thing that I feel like, there are probably really, it's not just poor white people that are against. I don't want to say against immigrants. I don't feel like anybody's actually against immigrants. It's just some people are more, want a more closed border, and other people want more of an open one. Anyway, right. Is right. So anyway, but let's say people that are for stricter immigration laws. That it's not just for white folk. It is also probably really wealthy white people, and part of that might be because politicians are trying to inspire fear by saying it's also a security problem, that, oh, the immigrants come over and then there's violence because of, they're immigrants. So
but yeah, even that, like, what's at the root of most violence, do you think?
Lack of material,
Yeah,
conditions.
like, no one's just, I mean, there's very few people that are just violent to be violent. It's usually
No, I
because
agree.
you exist within a place that, like, sucks. So it's like, if everyone had everything that they needed, there would be no need for violence, except for the people who might have been sick to begin with.
I agree, but again, I feel like there's still going to be people who, like, there's not, there's not as much violence right now as people say there is, with immigrants. So people are just going to say stuff, and people are going to believe it. Unfortunately, that's my rather pessimistic view about these things. That, like, I think you're absolutely right that would solve a lot of problems. It would help a lot of things, but I think it is too logical a solution to actually work with illogical humans or irrational humans.
What seems irrational is the fear of, I mean, the fact that we have this sort of nation state and our economy is tied to all these different areas, and it makes everything your deal. You know what I mean? But if we had a couple of generations in a society where it's like, technically the world might be interconnected because we sort of share labor and make sure that things are done in the most efficient way possible, but created a mindset where it's like, you're doing that over there, okay, I mean, I'm here, it's like not affecting me personally. Whereas now we live in a world that is not only ruggedly individualist, but also is technically interconnected in a sense where things can be your deal. So it's like, once we make things not your deal, then they're not your deal.
Can't argue with that.
Dip love mats.
No, that's interesting. I remember, like, I think during, while Trump was president, the whole thing where he, like, was putting tariffs on, like, China, and then China put tariffs on US steel. And I was like, I don't use steel, so I'm fine. And then it was like, yeah, exactly. But then it was a thing where that affected the economy. And so then my parents suddenly had less in their retirement account. Like, it was like that. It's sort of insane thing. It's like, what? Why is this like it? That, so no, I think you're right that
that's like a perfect example. It's like Trump was like, you pay more on this, and then China was like, no, you pay more on this, and now $30,000 is less in your parents' retirement account.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, on the other hand, it's crazy that they, like, can, make as much in their retirement accounts as they have been, through, like, the, mutual funds and all this sort of stuff. Like, they're
give it up for mutual funds.
Gotta diversify your portfolio, my guy.
Gosh.
If you're not diversifying, you're losing.
You're dying.
Yeah, you're going backward. You got blinders on.
Don't diversify, you die.
Nice. Wells Fargo.
14 across.
My next victim didn't diversify.
Oh no, that applies to half of the U.S. population.
Will Shorts is coming.
He's got a vengeance. He's got a thirst for blood.
That'd be such a good, like, it's like a documentary about Will Shorts, but they mix it up with the hold on, how would this work? So they have like a horror movie preview, and then, like, halfway through it accidentally cuts to the Will Shorts documentary. got a thirst for blood.
That is
He
good.
won't let anyone get in his way. And then it's like Will Shorts, editor of the New York Times crossword. Anyway.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. Mutual funds. Like the entire economy is absolutely insane. I think that's my biggest thing. It's like, how in the world is this a thing that anybody wants? What if it was not this? That's what I think.
And this is what I've also been thinking about recently. This kind of applies to like how everything is tied together, right? We try to think like, or people try to paint a picture of, you just got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and it's like this. You just got to work, and you're this individual working on your own. But the system that we've created, and money in general, and the way that everything is designed is everything. Everything that is created requires like some level of effort from everyone, right? So in order for yachts and private jets to be created, there have to be workers that do that, and then there has to be food for people that do that work. And so like everything is tied together in that sense, where we're not just working for like our community or whatever, everyone's working for everyone else. But the problem is that a lot of labor is wasted on things that no one will ever use, like huge yachts and private jets and testicle trimmers for people's dogs. You know what I'm talking about.
The big three, yeah.
The big three.
Yeah. No, I think you're absolutely right. It's weird. It's weird. What I have to say about that. Philip and I were talking about like we need to do like a kibbutz.
Who was this?
Philip, my brother.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, you're familiar.
I am. He was 7 down in last week's crossword.
He's next.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna miss him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but we were talking about we need to do like a kibbutz sort of thing.
But it's like an ironic kibbutz.
What would that look like?
It's like we really do work. We really work hard.
Yeah, we really try to support each other. No, but it's such a nice idea, and it's I think just exactly how things should work. That it's like, I don't know, to me that is like a really good form of sort of local communism, where it's not going to be corrupted. It's just very egalitarian and very much whatever, not self-centered, other-centered. Like it's very much about working for the community and putting your effort in for something bigger than yourself, rather than I need to work so that I can pay for my food, that sort of ideal, or my family's food. It's let's all work together, we're all going to have food, it's all going to be fine, that sort of thing. Again, that's probably a really simplistic way of looking at it, and I've never been to a kibbutz, so I don't know.
No, I mean kibbutz in English literally translates to egalitarian, non-corruptible, just like a really good local communist. Will Shorts. Philip. Those
Israelis really pack a lot of
yeah
into their words.
Yeah, it's about the inflections,
Yeah,
it's like you could say more with less. No, yeah, I've been to a kibbutz. I lived on a kibbutz for like 2-3 days.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was I think it was in the Golan in Israel.
Oh, the Golan Heights.
Yes.
Taken from Syria back in the 60s.
We were literally like, I forgot what I think it was either Syria or Lebanon that we were like, we could like see the fence where it was like, there it is. There's the other one.
Yeah. It's
but
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice. I don't remember much about, I mean, it wasn't it was somewhat austere, but still like it seemed like they had everything that they needed. They had a soccer team. We were there one day and we were eating breakfast. I was like, there's no men here. And then I realized it's because all of them were on the soccer team.
Oh.
So, because then they came in, like the soccer team came in. Like,
that's where the men
that's where I found them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting. It was nice. But yeah, it's not easy being a kibbutz in a capitalist society for sure.
No.
But
also not easy being green.
That's a good song. Have you ever heard that song? Have you listened?
I actually haven't. I've just heard
haven't?
I probably have. I just don't listen to it.
Your homework is to listen to It's Not Easy Being Green by Kermit the Frog. It's a good one.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that.
Can I read you a nice poem that Amelia sent me?
Please. I love a nice poem.
It's really nice. It's called...
This is a departure from our normal content.
Yeah, this is going to be like really touching.
Nice. I'm excited.
Let me find it.
It's just by Will Shorts, and it's called I'm Gonna Kill Someone.
Yeah. It's called Here I Come, Here I Come. The Two-Headed Calf. Tomorrow, when the farm boys find this freak of nature, they will wrap his body in newspaper and carry him to the museum. But tonight he is alive and in the north field with his mother. It is a perfect summer evening. The moon rising over the orchard, the wind in the grass, and as he stares into the sky, there are twice as many stars as usual. So
nice.
Isn't that nice?
I like that.
I don't know where she found it.
Yeah. What does that mean to you? What do you think of it, or what do you think when you read it?
You might be considered a freak with different things that you do, but if it makes you enjoy life more, it's worth it.
Nice.
What does that mean to you? More meat. Two-headed.
I don't know. I mean, I have to I always feel like I have to read a poem like multiple times and like really let it sink in.
I shouldn't have even answered you. My rule is wait 20 years. So I really
let it really sink in. No, but I mean, I think what you said, it works. I think it's the same sort of thing. Yeah.
All right.
You get support from those close to you. I like talking about his mom. Also, did you see that ad for that movie?
The Lady Gaga one?
No.
Oh.
The one with the like goat boy.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
All right, let me see if I can find it. I don't remember what it was called. It was called like Goat or something.
But I am gonna tell you.
Okay. So it's this movie called Lamb.
Oh yes, I have seen this.
You saw that?
Like the A24 movie?
Yeah. They just like find this like lamb child.
I usually don't watch trailers.
Oh right, that's true. I remember that. But yeah, that's like that's so crazy. Yeah. I don't get that at all. I don't want to see the movie.
You don't? Not even.
I have no interest in seeing that.
But it's A24.
That means nothing to me.
That doesn't mean anything to you?
No, I mean I know who they are.
Who is it?
Did Uncut Gems. That was good.
What was the thing I said earlier?
I don't know.
Raylan. Okay, I gotta remember that.
I don't know.
Who's A24? It's Raylan. No, yeah, they. Anytime I see that, I'm like, oh, gotta pay attention now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, so that makes me want to see it just like out of intellectual curiosity, because a lot of good shit comes out of A24.
I know. but like, I don't want to watch The Lamb Boy.
I mean, have you seen The Witch? You haven't seen The Witch either? You're not a big horror boy, are you?
No.
Okay.
Good talk.
Deal.
Yeah.
That's how I always start my lessons. I think it disarms the kids.
I take off their arms. What do you mean how you start your lessons?
Hi, I'm like, hi, what's your name again? I'm not exactly Jason. Hi, I'm David. Virtual handshake.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so give me your gun.
Yeah, but no, that combines like horror, which I don't particularly love, with lambs. So I don't.
You don't like yams? You don't like lambs?
Like no, but like lamb children. Have you seen like just the picture is hilarious.
Share the picture.
I'll share it. Hold on.
Lamb boy.
Like boy. This? That's the craziest thing.
Oh my.
And that? I don't want to watch that. I just have no interest in seeing that. Half human lamb. I just don't want to see it.
Lamb boy.
Or that with those eyes. I don't know. That's just me. Again, people are free to go see it. I'm not stopping anybody. But
yeah, the problem that I have is that it just looks real dry. Just looks kind of dry. You know what I mean?
How do you mean dry?
Just like not that much happens.
Oh yeah. Very very minimalist plot.
Yeah. Because that's what like The Witch was like, kind of.
Yeah. I don't. What was? I mean, I'm assuming it's about a witch, but how?
Yeah, it's about this family who gets expelled for having a different like set of religious beliefs or something like that. And so they get expelled from the community and they live out by this forest. And then apparently there's this witch in the forest and it starts like terrorizing the family. But no, yeah, even that one was pretty good. There are some movies that just like not much happens in it. It's like, man, it's almost like you don't want me here. It's like, those weed out courses in like bio and chem and stuff that people talk about that you and I haven't experienced. Yeah. Just like there's some courses that are notoriously hard and they're
Yeah.
The first half of some movies kind of feel like that, where it's
That's
like
interesting.
In order to deserve the ending, you have to like stick it out.
You gotta be committed. That's interesting.
Like Once Upon a Time in America. Do you know that movie?
That was crazy. I did watch that.
You watched all of it?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Wait, in America? No.
Oh no! Yeah, no. Once Upon a Time in America. Let me look up.
What is that? Yeah.
It's Sergio Leone.
Okay. Will Shorts was born on an Arabian horse farm in Crawfordsville, Indiana. So,
wow.
Take that.
So, yeah, it's a Sergio Leone movie. Like I said, the running time, the U.S. release is 139 minutes, which isn't bad. But
that's not bad at all.
The extended cut that's on Netflix now, like the actual full movie, is 251 minutes.
That is a lot.
That's like 4 hours and a little.
That's like
bit.
4 hours, yeah.
I watched some of it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes stories are meant to marinate. Sometimes they're meant to sear. Sometimes they're pecan pies. And sometimes they're Will Shorts right behind you. Okay. Does it get any better than that? All right.
That's top tier Boonch boys.
It doesn't get any better than that. Class dismissed. Guess what that's from?
I don't know.
How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Professor Vinnick.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't get any better than that.
That's a really good. That's a really good impression.
It's fine. Thanks.
But yeah, do you want to say? Wait, hold on. I want to show a sneak peek before we leave to the end of our last episode, which is really funny. So you know that Wint Marsalis thing that I found?
Yeah.
It couldn't process it. So what
no.
it did was it ended it early, and it's really, I think it's even better than what I could have even designed. So let me try and share this.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, we want to.
Wait, can you share your sound? Oh yeah, the short answer is yes. Rational deliberation, open-mindedness, willingness to see other perspectives.
It's like right as you go.
It's so perfect. I think we all do. But no, yeah, the short answer is yes. Rational deliberation, open-mindedness, willingness to see other perspectives. You know what it looks like? It looks like we're in like communist China.
Yeah.
And the minute I start talking about open-mindedness, they were like, nope, we're cutting that.
Media offline.
Media offline. Cut the feed. That's great.
So, yeah, sometimes. Okay, what have you learned today, even a little bit?
Henry's famous steak